making it
Yeah,
perfectly. So I should notice that my confluence is not right. If
exactly.
I'm selling in Euro USD, I should be buying in USD Swiss franc. So that's the only thing that I really um, don't like because for this trade.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Opposite correlation, bro. Euro USD and USD Swiss are always opposite. So
I
yeah,
know. That's
wow.
the only thing.
Yeah, well, you aren't the only one who was screwed today. I was as well. I had this trade.
Shit.
Yeah, took me out of took me my stop loss, and I had another trade. So this was the other trade, NZD USD short.
Okay.
When Aussie USD took me out, I was in this as well, and I saw it pushing to the upside, and I said, "All right, let's close it at half loss." It was
No.
exactly in the middle. Yeah, look what happened.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
So, so you got the loss in NCUSD?
Sorry.
You just cut the losses
Yeah, I
here?
cut the loss. Yep, at half.
No,
Yeah, exactly in
man.
the middle. Yeah, yeah. That this is it, bro. It's because I saw USD CAT. Uh, let me check. Yep. So USD CAT and NZD USD are very oppositely correlated pairs. So this was pushing to the upside here. I was watching it pushing up, and I saw that actually USD CAT broke and retested this little area here. And I
Uh-huh.
thought that was the perfect short because I was seeing the rejections. I was seeing the bears coming in, and yeah, but look at it right now. Oh, that's
Of
it, bro.
course.
Yeah, that's trading, bro.
Oh,
That's trading.
I know. I'm still in profits because I just get the Euro USD one.
Yeah.
It was a really nice trade, and I didn't swing it or something like that. I just took the first profit.
Okay.
But I don't know why you still waiting USD CAD to flush down because US oil is it's full of oil, so
Hmm.
the offer is too high for the supply.
Hmm.
So I think USD CAD is going to the up just because of that and some other uh,
Hmm.
things. So I think you should consider that too.
Yep.
I
Yep.
know
Of course.
we are technical traders, but sometimes that kind of information could be like gold for us.
Exactly. Yep. 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 Yeah. Well, I see USO pumping to the upside right now. Like this should
And
go down.
I don't know why.
Well, that's it. Yep. Now I just because I knew that the opposite correlated to NZD was UCAT, and I just checked it, and I saw this beautiful break and retest, and I said to myself, "Oh, this is going down, oh, and this should be going up." And I just yeah, it doesn't matter. I am still at some very slight profits, like 0.5% for the week. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay, but still
so
profits.
everything is fine. Yep, if it's break even. So Duet, Duet, is that you, bro? Duetels.
Yes, that's me.
Why are you with a different name?
Did it change?
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't know it changed.
The Vettels.
That's what my wife calls me.
All right. Nice.
She's
Well,
laughing.
so yeah, welcome guys. We have Adon as well. So today we're supposed to hold a workshop, but I wasn't given any topic. So from those that are here, probably guys, what do you want to do? So this is a session between you and me. We can just start trading with the replay tool, or yeah, discuss a topic probably. What do you think, guys?
I think that the 9 to 5 strategy was the pending topic. We can master it if you
Okay.
like.
Okay. All right, so we're doing 9 to 5 strategy today. It was daily levels and 4-hour structure. Which pair? Let's do like this. Brrrr.
Sorry to ask, what is 9 to 5 strategy? Sorry, I just missed. I just joined now.
Yeah, hey, so last time on Thursday, we decided to figure out a strategy that will be suiting 9 to 5 workers. So it's very relaxed. We just have a look at daily supply and demand areas and 4-hour structure and levels. And we enter just with 4-hour candles, which means that you have about 3 opportunities per day because, you know, for example, if I go to the 4-hourly candle right now, we have one at 7, one at 11, and one at 3. So you have 3 4-hour candles that you can enter with. And
Okay.
so we just followed structure. We waited for wicks, for formations, and we executed. So yeah, let's go to do it right now, but not Euro GBP. Let's go something better, something trending. NZD-JPY we're gonna do, all right?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Something, who is chatting? It's for workers 9 to, yeah, you shouldn't be chatting, bro. Okay, so I see a very nice downtrend here, so let's practice. I will go from here. Okay. So I should be giving to you to analyze right now, guys, but I know it's very laggy if I give you the mouse. So I want you all to unmute yourselves and let's practice it together. So,
Okay.
what are we seeing on this market looking at the daily? Yeah, first of all, starting with the direction. The overall direction is down on the daily. Then second step is we start to look for supply and demand areas. So the biggest supply is up here and the lowest point is down here, something like this. So we know our daily levels. Maybe a zone, we can search for something in between. I can see something like this. It's not perfect, even if I make it like this. We have, you see, we have resistance here, support, some interactions here, break, retest, another retest, break, retest from the other side, test here again, and test here. So this is another zone. This is actually 79. Let me slide it like this, 79. And we have 76 here. So for this strategy, we're going to play with key levels, right? Round numbers and numbers ending at 50. Okay, so what is price doing right now? It is at our daily demand area. So what are we waiting for usually? Are we going to sell here?
No.
No, good. So we're gonna wait for a pullback. So where do we wait for pullbacks? We discussed the last week that we're gonna use the Fibonacci tool. So we will grab, this is the swing high. We'll grab the swing high and we will drag it down to the swing low. However, we're not seeing any kind of support yet. So we want to see the price action start to push up a little bit to indicate that the market is finding support. So let me press one more. Oh, that was fast. So, okay, so we have support. This is our fib. Where do we want price action to go? Around the 50 and the 61.8% pocket. So we draw this zone and we see there is quite interaction here. We have a nice wick. We have some zones here. So usually we decided after we identify the daily levels that we're going to switch to the 4-hourly. So let's go. So having a look at the 4-hourly, what do we have? So it's getting pretty messy right now. So let me delete the fib. Let me see if the extension, just plot the extension. The extension is exactly at 75. So this is a very good take profit level. So we know that this zone here is the area between the 50 and the 61.8. So if we want to make it even tighter, we can use the 4-hourly. You see support, break, retest here with a wick, and now we're having another retest. So Last time we said that we're gonna wait for 4-hour formations, 4-hour rejections, and engulfing candles. Are we selling now?
No,
No. Perfect. Why?
because it's too far.
Yeah, it's too far, and we are seeing a lot of bullish pressure. You see this candle tried to push down and reject it all the way up. What do we want to see is price action to reach this zone again and to leave us some sort of rejection, okay?
Okay.
So when it hits the zone, you wait for the rejection, and so would you enter then once you get the rejection?
Yep. After candle closure. Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
because
fine.
if you enter immediately when
Yeah.
the price approaches, it can just continue pushing to the
Yeah.
upside. Yep.
Yeah.
We want to
Okay.
see the candle.
Okay, sure.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
So we have a push to the downside, continuous push to the downside. All right. So, okay. So when the market pulls away like this from the zone and it goes too far away, then we can start looking for new structure. So it gets a little bit complicated here because you have to read a little bit between the lines. This is the way I trade. I take my analysis only from the 4-hourly, and then I drop down to my lower time frame. So currently, if we just read candle by candle, oh, come on, man. If we just read candle by candle, we can see that we had a bullish candle with a little wick to the upside. Then price tried to push to the upside, but failed. Push to the downside, failed. So currently we're having consolidation around this area. So we can draw something like this. This is an area of interest. Do we want to sell here? No, because we don't have enough confirmation. So we're still waiting for something to happen. If a candle wicks here in this area and rejects again, last time we agreed to sell after we have 2 4-hour candles of rejections. So this is a very conservative approach and very systematic. So whenever you see 2 4-hour candles of rejections like this one, you're gonna sell or buy. And you have to make sure that you are doing this only at key levels, or you're going with the structure. So for example, if you see if you see some random 2 4-hour candles of rejection, it doesn't count. It has to be somewhere. So let's see what do we have right now. I'm gonna push one more. So we have another candle here into the zone. This is quite bullish candle with rejection on top, still failing to break above the wick. So this could be a sell, but I just say could be. So does anyone want to sell here with this candle?
No.
No, I guess no. Yep. Okay, so let's wait for one more. So personally, if I see right now a candle rejecting, a slight rejection here, and a bearish candle, I am going to sell personally. If we use this swing trading strategy, let me check the candles. I think it's gonna be better. Oh, that's too colorful. It's gonna be better for you if we see the bearish and bullish candles. All right, so
I was just wondering why your screen is black and white this whole time.
Yeah, I keep explaining this every time. So because
It's
I
okay.
trade market structure only.
Okay.
I just look at the movement of the price and I look at the candles. I don't need colors. I don't need to know which candle is green or red, because you can judge them by the closures. So if you have a careful look at closures, you can see which candle is bearish and bullish. And it usually removes all the distractions, because you see here red, 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 and green, green, a big green candle, and you're gonna go, oh, let's buy. But basically you are in a sell bias market. So yep, I just like it, and because I trade structure only. Yep. So, all right, we were waiting for more confirmation. One more candle. Okay, so this candle, what can you say about it?
It broke our zone.
Well, it
It's
didn't break
moving.
out.
No,
because-
no, I'm not in the breakout. I mean, but it just went over the
Exactly.
previous candle, please. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, it went, but still failed to break.
Yeah. Yeah.
So currently we're aligning for my favorite formation, 1, 2, 3, evening star.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, if we get a bearish engulf, we should be in. we can use some other conservative approaches. Like there is another strategy that you put a sell stop below the indecision and your stop loss is above, like this, 30 pips above the wick here. And this could be like if the momentum starts to push to the downside, you will be into the trade. So let's see. Yeah, we're trying to figure something out right now. So for now, we wait for 2 4-hour candles of rejections. We have them currently. Those are counted as rejections because we have wick on top. Furthermore, the structure is not quite nice, but we know that the overall structure of the daily is down. We had a rejection here from a major zone, and this was actually a 50% fib level. So we have a lot of confluences to go short here. Let's see what happens, guys. Okay, are we selling now?
No.
Why?
No, it's 2 4-hour candles of rejection. We should do that.
Yeah,
in
we should
order
do
to-
that. If we are going to be systematic, we should be doing this. If we see 2, and this is actually a tweezer top as well, another confluence. Yeah, so let's say we go for it, all right? We have 2 4-hour candles of rejections. Our stop loss is going to be 25 pips here, safely above the structure. And we're gonna ride this pair down to the zone, which is a nice 3.5, let's say. So are we clear why we're entering this trade, guys?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. Nice push to the downside. So we have to think of a management level. So personally, I would consider this as my higher low because we can see that the structure is still bullish. We have push, higher low, push, higher high, higher low, but you can see that this market failed to create a higher high. So we're having a trend shift right now. But we should be securing here any profits because this can potentially be a supportive region in order for price action to start pushing up. So,
Okay.
yep, we always have to decide on a management level and on different take profit areas, how we're going to manage this trade. Let's see. All right, so we're still into the trade because our management level wasn't hit. Rejection, so we're still staying into this trade. So we see here that price action is wicking to the upside. So this is a good indication because we see wicks to the upside. We're into the trade. We should not go break even because we still haven't reached our our management level. So currently this may go back here into our zone for some more liquidity because if price action fails to continue like this, this is 12 hours of failure, it may come back here. So let's see what happens, or it can flush to the downside as well. Ah, come on. Wow. So, well, that was a loss. So that was a loss. We could have, let me see how. Yeah, it's actually 1.4. I usually go break even at 1 hour, but we tried to be systematic with a management level. So we saw that price pushed to the downside, had a nice rejection, pushed to the upside, failure to continue. Then we had a candle open, pushed to the upside, and failure again. So we had good signals here that this market is kind of holding, is bearish. But you see, the overall trend on the 4-hourly was bullish. So this was a higher low, and we didn't have any higher low invalidated for a sell. That was our mistake here. And yep, so we stay systematic. We have 1 loss. So 1 loss. All right, so we start from the beginning right now. Let's delete everything. Okay, daily time frame. So on the daily, we will just use the daily for key levels. I think we should focus on the 4-hourly because the daily sometimes can give false signals, and if you trade the daily, I think you should analyze weekly and then trade daily. Daily is more for like swing and position traders, I would say. Let's focus 4-hourly and look for structure. So currently we still have this zone, and we see that this market found resistance here. So this is a very good zone. You can see here we have interaction on the left, support, push to the upside, support, push to the upside, break, retest, another test, And currently this market is consolidating at this area. So what do we want to see is price action start to reject again. We have, however, a structure that is bullish. So we're having this kind of area that is currently the new higher low, the area where we got stopped out here. So let's see what happens. This is not, and this is anything. We have a push to the downside, and this is bullish momentum. Continuing up. All right, so currently, we are kind of shifting to a bullish market, right? Because we're breaking this level. We broke this level as well, and this is a very nice leg to the upside. We have a nice retest area here. So let's see, what do you think about buys right now?
Enter a buy now?
No, not now. Just looking at the market.
Buy it. No, it's bullish.
I wouldn't buy it right now.
No,
I
no,
would
I'm
wait.
not asking right now. I'm just asking you for the structure. Do you feel it bullish or bearish, this movement?
I feel it's bearish.
Bearish, all right? So we have a bearish. Okay, let's see what happens then. Because I identified that we had this high, higher low, push to the upside, failure to create a higher high, but failure to break below the last higher low. And then we had a push to the upside, which is a higher high. So when we have a higher high, we have an uptrend. So
Okay.
let's press one more candle. All right, now I'm sure that this market is more up than down. What can we do now? We can see that here we have a zone. If you push this to the left like this, you can grab wicks, you can search for your engulfing candles, but this is a support and resistance level. So let's mark this zone. We can even grab this little candle. Yeah, let's leave it like this. So we know that there is a zone. Personally, right now, I will look for price to pull back to give me another higher low. And I would like to draw a Fibonacci when price action starts to reject around this area. Okay, so this is a gap. This is market open. This is Monday. So let's see how Monday plays out. Okay, we're having some rejection. So I may plot my Fibonacci like this. And you can see the 61.8% is at my desired retest level. And we had this area on top that could be a potential retest. So what do we wait right now? Is for price action to retrace in and around the Fib levels, 50.61 and even 38.2 could be, because we have those 2 wicks here. This is another supportive level. So let's see if this pushes to the downside to give us the pullback. And we wait for 2 4-hour candles of rejection. So is this 2 4-hour candles? Well, I wouldn't say. They're kind of too little. What do you think, guys?
I'd wait for more confirmation.
More confirmation, right? So when we see this happening, we start to identify that we might potentially have a higher low, because that's what we're looking for, and we want to see the new market forming. So let's see what happens. All right. Yep. So we missed the trade. So if we counted this as 2 4-hour candles of rejections, they are actually, because you have 2 wicks to the downside. If you go to the hourly, you will see a little double bottom and a lot of rejection and an hourly bullish engulf. So you can very beautifully combine the 4-hour rejections with 1-hour entries as well. But currently we're working only on 4-hourly, because usually you might not be able to check the hourly. But if we saw this little double bottom here, and then this massive bullish engulf, we would have entered after the candle close. Stop loss is very tight, around 15 pips. And if we write it here to the upper zone, we have a massive 4R. And we make our 1 loss, so we have around 3R profits. And this is how the process works. All right, so new day, we missed this trade. What do we wait for? Price action is reaching into this area. This is a new higher high. So right now, I think you should all be bullish, because we're seeing a nice bullish market. So waiting for a pullback again. Okay, so we have a little pullback, a nice pullback, very bearish. So right now we want to see some little candles. Okay, so this could be classed right now as a higher low as well. But are we going for it? No, I think no, because price action is already too far away. It's not like those two little candles. Let's focus. So we have this major area. What was this level actually? Is this the daily? Oh yeah, that is a daily zone, a big daily zone we found out. So switching to the 4 hourly, me personally, I would like to see some more confirmation. What about you?
I wouldn't enter.
Sorry?
I would enter.
You would enter.
Mhm.
Okay, so Pato enters.
In order to be systematic, I don't know
Exactly.
if you can put that pivot there, but I think that is 50%.
Yep, it is. Absolutely. Even 61.8.
So I think to be systematic is, I know price action is too far away now, but I would have entered just
Okay.
to be systematic with our
Exactly.
strategy.
Let's be systematic. Let's make our stop loss a little bit tight because price action already pushed away. So if it comes back, it's gonna stop us out whatsoever.
Of course.
You know, and in order for us to gain a better risk to reward, because we should be targeting this, the 27 extension, but we will go a little bit higher. Let's go 1 to 2 because that's a larger swing trade. So, all right, let's see how this trade plays out. Let's delete the fib. We know that we have 27 extension, so push to the downside. Indecision, stop hunt. All right, so that's what I said. I wanted to enter for more because usually when price action pulls, it will come back. If you want another example, like it happens all of the time. When you have the rejection, price action comes back down just to gather some liquidity. So it would have been a better entry if we waited those 2 candles here. But we would have lost again.
Of course.
So another loss. Now we have 2 losses. Where is my... Yeah, let's remember them. 2 losses. We missed a nice trade. 2 losses up until now. So with swing trading, you should always be looking for larger rewards. Because when you lose 1, 1, 1, then you should get 5. And you can be losing 30% of the time, but you still can be profitable. So from 100 trades, you can lose 70 trades. Wow, 70 trades and win 30, and you will be profitable. So let's focus right now. So price action is still in an uptrend. We had a nice rejection here. If we get another rejection to confirm that there is some sort of area here, we should go for it. Little rejection. So we have 2 scenarios here. We can be a little conservative, wait for a bullish candle to print in order for us to have 1, 2, 3, or we can enter a little bit aggressively after this candle close.
I would have waited.
All right, let's wait. Or as I keep saying, we can wait for the momentum like this. So if the next candle breaks the top of this wick, we will be into the trade. So something like this. And let's target 2.5. Let's see what happens. All right.
Well,
good that we wait. Very good. And you can see with this, you wouldn't have been triggered into the trade, which is good. So right now, guys, we change our structure. We had this trend line. This trend line was violated. We are breaking the last higher low. So currently we should be switching to sell bias markets. So I think this will continue to push down a little bit more. All right, it's not. So currently we wait. So this could be classed as a lower high like this. We have 2 wicks. If we I just want to check the hourly quickly. Yep, we have a lot of rejections. So this could be an entry, but let's wait for 1 more because price just pushed to the downside. It created a lower low. So it would be perfect if we get this higher retest.
I think I would wait for maybe a right shoulder.
Right shoulder. Exactly.
We have a broke the structure.
Yep. Exactly.
broke.
That's exactly what I wanted to see. Yep, a bigger pullback. Let's see what
Yes.
happens. Ah, damn it. I knew it. We should go for it. So we saw the hourly. I like when you see an hourly like this rejecting. So here you had 2 1-hour candles of rejection. So if you want to step one time frame lower, instead of 2 4-hour, you can look for 2 1-hour, which will give you a much better risk to reward ratio, because here you have 15 pips, while if you wait for 4-hour candles, you will have much more. Okay, still continuing, guys. Another low has been created. Another low here, but this wasn't an entry because yeah, we had no. Wow. Madness.
Not a nice week.
Okay, so we are currently waiting for a pullback. We're just getting some wicks to the upside. Wow. Okay, so we're having some sort of pullback right now. So this could be a wick, and this is a wick. So let's see the next candle, and we're gonna think, all right, so I think this is a good setup currently. So this could be a lower high. If we quickly check the daily, I like the daily because you see the reaction. Probably this market will come back a little bit higher. All right. It even broke it. So yeah, it's hard to create a strategy like that from scratch, because you see, you can check the hourly time frame as well for other confirmations, because if we jumped in here quickly on 2 4-hour closes, we would have been stopped out again. So yeah, but if we, as Pato said, if you want to be systematic, we should have taken this trade, because that's a pullback and you have 2 4-hour candles of rejections. However, we don't have a level here, right? And you don't have a fib, you have nothing. Like, it's such an overextended market. Let's see what the market does. So we're kind of getting the hang of it, how we should do it. All right, so what do you think right now? I think we've got our enough confluence, not confluence, but we have 12 hours of information here. We had a rejection, then we had a little indecision candle here, and then we had a massive wick piercing here to the upside. And if we draw a fib, so our fib should be, I think this is the last leg. Oh. So this is kind of piercing through the 61.8. We have a good target down here. We have a management level, this zone. If I want to make this zone a little bit smaller, something like this. So I will be targeting this. Let's first see the risk to reward. If we want to enter
with double bottom?
Sorry?
Is that a double bottom?
Yeah, actually it is a double bottom. Yep.
It is like a third bottom, no? It's the third touch in that zone.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, you're very, very correct. So do we want to sell after price action has tapped for the third time in the demand zone?
No.
Yeah, and we don't have a good risk to reward ratio. So let me check quickly the hourly. Now we have a nice double top here, push to the downside. Yeah, this could go lower, but yeah, we're gonna listen to Pato right now, who identified the double bottom. So currently we might have a push to the downside to create a higher low, and then if we have a push to the upside, then we should start looking for buys. So let's see what happens. Another rejection. Okay, indecision. It's trying to push to the downside, but it fails. So currently, we just wait for the market to show us where it wants to go. Okay, we have a push to the downside. A little candle. Another rejection. So
that's my second 4-hourly rejection, no?
Yep, it is. But okay, so are we taking our analysis right now from this triple bottom here on the daily? Yeah, it's a very strong level, really. So if we tapped into this big area, price action pushed away, And this could right now be a buy opportunity, because if you look at it like this, it is a perfect 61.8%. And we have a target up here. If we enter like this, stop loss should be below the 78.6, 21 pips. And we have a very nice risk to reward ratio. Are we going for it?
Yes. Can you move the stop loss to 25 pips in order to be?
Okay, conservative, exactly. All right, guys, do you agree with this trade? Should we try it?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Juan Milis. Juan Milis.
Let's see then. Okay, slight push to the downside. So this is actually Tokyo session.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really wanted to go short from here. I really wanted to. Because I knew this was going to go down to retest this level again. So it doesn't matter. We still continue with the process. So ignoring the daily, the demand area, the market is still bearish. So we're having right now this very strong area where we wanted to take a short. Price action is finding support here. Bullish candle. Nice pullback into the zone. Bearish candle really telling us nothing. This is turning into a consolidation. Another push to the downside. Rejection again. And break. Breakout. Continuation of the breakout. A little slowdown. Retest. So currently we're having a perfect retest of this level. And we have a beautiful hourly candle here. So let's try with 2 1-hour candles. If we know that the 4-hourly is retesting this level and left us a very nice rejection, if we have a bearish continuation right now or another rejection at this level, we should go for a sell, right?
Okay.
So this is classed as rejection. Let's quickly check the stop loss so we can have a 30 pip stop loss. 30 pip stop loss. We have a target down. We have a level here of 3 risk to reward ratio about. So are we going for it, guys?
Yes.
Okay, let's back test. So right now we're back testing 2 1-hour candles. Yeah, our strategy is not working, guys. Come on. Restarting.
Rejection.
Yeah, let's try right now to stick just to 2 4-hour candles of rejections in alignment with the structure. So currently this structure is down. Do we have 2 4-hour candles of rejection? Yes, we do.
Yes.
Let's enter a trade. Stop loss will be here, 34 pips above this, because this here is classed as our kind of, it's a little wick area here, a little structure. What do we want for? If we want to decide on a target, we'll pull our FIB and we're going for the 27 extension, let's say 3R, and we remain systematic. Let's begin. Aha, that was Friday again. No, man. I wouldn't count this trade because it was Friday. Yeah, we never trade on Fridays. Continuing the process. Ardo 2, so we're having a kind of a break of structure and continuation up. So currently we are shifting into a buy market. We are waiting for price to pull back a little bit in and around this wick area here. We will plot our Fibonacci around 50% of this market. Let's see if we get it. Okay, so price action is currently entering into our area of interest. So another detail we should stick to, we should not buy after price action has created a high. And here we have 2 4-hour candles of 3, but we don't buy because price action has just pushed and we don't have the confluence with the zone and the FIB. Okay, that is 1. So this could be counted as... Not much, but let's see. So this is a very little candle pulling back and rejecting the top, spinning top. If we enter a long from here, our stop loss would be, let's say 32, and we'll be targeting this, but no, it's not this, it's this here. But is this trade worth it? I don't think so, because I think it will pull back a little bit more here. What do you think, guys?
Agree.
Agree, okay. All right. So right now we have a very nice pullback here into an area of interest. If I see one more rejection to the downside, we're going for it. Oh, this was pretty fast. Nah, we can't go right now.
No.
No, it's too big. All right, so there is a missing element of this strategy still. So let's see if this continues to the extension. All right, so we are currently resisting at this newly formed resistance.
It's like a double top.
And we have this structure here. This is a very nice zone. So what do we want for right now? We want price action to reach our bottom area to leave us rejection, or to break and retest the top area. Okay, so we have 2 4 candles, but we're not selling this market yet. Okay, this is turning into a consolidating market. We're waiting for the breakout. Okay, very nice bearish candle. Let's see if it breaks.
Break.
Okay, it breaks. Pull
Retest.
back. Big pullback. So this was a fake out. Let's see what it happens. Okay, break to the upside. This was a nice fake out here to trigger short sellers, and right now we're having a reversal to the top. Currently, we wait again for price to pull back around 50% pip. Okay, so this could be it as well. So we have a nice rejection here at the zone. If price pulls back a little bit and rejects, we can look for a break and retest. Yep. So
No.
I think this looks good to me. To you guys?
Yes.
So stop loss about 40 pips below the wicks. And is this could be a 38.2. Yep, exactly. 27, we have 78 here. 78, let's target. The stop loss is a little bit too big. Shall we execute this trade? Let's try to ride it to another zone. If we have a look at the 4-hourly, we can see that we had an engulfing here. Even on the left, this is some sort of a very strong area, because you can see a lot of consolidation here. Break, immediate return, test, pull back, and here we have the top 78,500. Let's say this is our first target. It's 2.5. This looks good.
Can you switch to the daily,
Yep.
please?
Yeah, so this is already it's already playing out. Yep.
It's
So-
maybe a lower high, no?
A lower high. Yep, it could be, but we decided to follow 4-hourly
A
structure.
4 hour. Okay, sorry.
Yep. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're break even right now. So price pushed to the upside, and it's currently pulling back, and it's forming some sort of a higher low. We have a rejection. If we have another one, we will scale our position. All right, so we're scaling in right now. Stop loss below. This is 28 pips, and we are still going to target around 1 to yeah, this thing here. That was a stop out. And that was Friday again. Yep. Yeah, we should, but we cannot look which day it is. So okay, let's see what happens with our initial trade. Okay, take profit hit. So if this wasn't Friday, or if I knew, I should have put my stop loss a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we had a TP here on this one. So what are the conclusions? Well, we had a break and retest of a nice structure, 2 4-hour candles of rejections, which were very strong. And then we had a nice push to the upside. Price pulled back, created a higher low. We identified this, but just the time wasn't right to enter because we had a market closure, and then price continued to push to the upside. So we can actually turn this trade into a bigger swing. For example, let's say we took 50% of this profit. So let's make it like this, and we continue to look for structure. Okay, so price continues to push to the upside. Right now, we should be waiting for a retest of the zone. All right, so this looks like 2 4-hour candles of rejection to me. If I plot a quick fib, this is 38.2. We have a little bit, so let's enter this with a little bit more conservative, like this, below the 50%. This is 21 pips, and we're gonna target this to the upside, 3.6. Having a look at the left, we have a very nice level in here. You see support, support, support. So yep, in and around, and we can even extend our target on this one. So we have one running trade, and this is the second one that we're entering right now. Let's see what happens. Come on, man, are you gonna hit stop loss again? All right, so we should be break even right now on this trade because it already pushed a nice distance away, and we still keep monitoring it. It's breaking the highs, so it's a nice uptrend. All right, both take profits hit here. So yeah, you see how it happens. You just have to catch a trend and just wait for the price to pull back. I think 50% is the perfect pullback because price action does not always pull back to the 61.8, and the 38.2 is too early. If you enter the 38.2, as I did right now, you should set your stop loss below the 50, or even a little bit below, like on 61.8 or something like this. All right, so this is a very big position right now running, and you should be trading your stop loss. So currently the stop loss of this position, we have 50% running here. We took 50% of the first profit. So our stop loss currently is here, this area, where is the lower high, the higher low. We hit profit here. We have a 50% profit. So we just let this market to run, let's say to the 62%, and we're going to ride this up. So we're just looking for structure right now. Okay, pullback, massive pullback. Let's see. Now let me delete this fib. Yeah, this is our stop. So we know that our stop loss here is here. We have taken 50% of this trade. This trade is now on break even. So we have profits, a little bit of profits backed, and we are leaving the swing to run. Plotting my fib, we are breaking the 61.8. Let's see. Market gap, market open, push to the downside. Another push to the downside. Last time here, yeah, we're about to get stopped out on this one. All right, so we got stopped out here, but let's see if this is going to remain like this. We have a wick to the upside. Those are not nice bullish signals. Those are candles are too little. All right, so right now we should be closing everything. We kind of have here some percentages, and you can take profits along the way, but yeah, you should be having probably a bigger account for swing trading, a little bit bigger, so you can take and take and take along the way, and you should always have a running position. So for example, if you close now, you close at 2.84%. So if you risked, for example, 2% on this one, you took 50% at your first TP. So 2%, yeah, so you will be closing around 2.84% right now, which is a good profit. And this one was break even. You took 50% on it as well. Where was your TP? Yeah, I think this was the level for the TP, and you had a massive 4.44, which 50% is 2.22. So you had 2% here, 2% here, 4%, and probably from this trade where our first take profit hit. I don't remember where it was. Yep, I don't remember. And you have around, let's say, 6% from this move, which is not bad. All right, so yeah, time is running. Let's go for a quick right now to practice a little bit. So price action is breaking. We're currently looking for sales, right? We have a broken structure, very nice bearish candle. So let's see the market pull away first. Then we want to see price action pull back a little bit. Okay, we're having the, all right, so we didn't have an entry here. We're continuing. Price action, 1 4-hour candle. 40 pips, we can go 28. Yeah, we can go 28 just to catch the momentum. So we can massively ride this down to the first point of the trend line. Let's see if it happens, because we have 1 4-hour candle of rejection. The second one was rejection and confirming some bearish bias. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, so what do we have here? A little bit of a consolidation, bearish candle, 4-hour candles of rejection. So if this is our major lower high, it's still staying below, and this is a nice bearish engulf, but we don't have the two. I knew it, man. We're missing something in this strategy. So I think I jumped in too quickly in here. Would you agree? Like we had a candle here, then I saw this bearish candle with a little wick. So if we saw this, then if we entered like this with stop loss above the structure, it would have been much better. So yeah, patience is a virtue. So let's see, price action is breaking this structure, continuing to the downside. We're waiting for a pullback. We wait for price to find support first. Wow. Okay, so this could be right now a new structure, but it's too unclear.
Because of the gap.
Sorry?
I have read something about the gaps. So that one is a bullish gap.
Yep.
The difference between the prices,
Mm-hmm.
and price just go and fulfill that gap.
Yep.
And if it gets violated, I don't know if now it's violated or fulfilled, it will respect the bullish trend. And so I don't know, do you know something about that?
Yeah, well, when you have the gap gets filled, but our gap got filled here with this wick. The gap fill, and then you see the reaction, but then we have the reversal. So yeah, you can, if you see the gap up, you can go short immediately here and expect us to fill the gap.
Okay.
So yeah, you see the candle closed here, then this candle opened here. So we should expect this move to go to catch the close of this one, and we had it.
Okay.
So this is the gap fill, bro.
Thank you.
Yep. Massive candle here. No entries. No entries. Push to the downside. Okay, a little pullback. 1 4-hour candle of rejection with the trend. Bearish engulf. Yeah, see, we should be waiting for rejections. Okay, a lot of bullish pressure, rejection. But yeah, you see this market is super overextended, and we're currently looking to sell the bottom, which could be a bottom. We have a very strong level in here. If I quickly check the daily, So very nice push on the daily. If we draw a fib, yeah, it's actually 78.6. So, yup. We have a market open again. No entries on top. Price action pull back a little bit. Wiki. Nice wick. Pull back at break even. Yeah, so currently I would wait for this market to reverse personally, to break above and to start looking for buys because it's far too much overextended. Yeah, and it still continues to go down. Okay, let's see. Rejection. Is this rejection? One more. All right, market open. Nice bearish engulf after this. So we have 4 candles of confirmation, let's say. Nicely pushing down into profits. We should be break even by now. Break even hit. Yeah, so we have this area right now that has to get broken in order for us to go long. Yeah, and massive reaction from the level. Push to the downside, kind of a lower low. And currently we're having a very big wick at the rejection area, 25 pips. A lot of wicks here. Yeah, so this is a little bit, how to say it, because we have to be looking for times as well. So this was actually 11 o'clock in the evening at market close. So we never entered market close. We should wait for 7 a.m. market open, and then we had the 24-hour rejections, and that's when we should be looking for trades. We should pay attention to time as well. All right, so this is still pushing to the downside. Push up, candle, break even. Yep, so what we did today was a little practice, but we still need some key elements of this strategy. So think about it, guys. Think what we can include, and probably next week we're gonna discuss it a little bit and have a more learning topic, something that will be helpful, because currently we're just backtesting the market, which you can do alone. While I wanted to share some knowledge with you, for example. So, yep. Okay. Thank you guys for staying.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I feel this session wasn't too much of value. So.
No, yes, we know what didn't work.
Yep, exactly. When you backtest, you get the feeling of what is working and what not. But yeah, we just maybe the pair is not suitable for swing. So yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. So thank you again.
Cool.
And yep. See you next week. I will do the evening analysis today and tomorrow the morning, and we're having the weekend later.
Great.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Have a nice evening.
Okay,
See ya.
bye.